You guys. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, something shifted in the air the moment it happened. Like, you know that feeling when everything suddenly becomes too real, too loud, too overwhelming all at once? Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like at that airport in El Paso. Because this wasn't just an arrival. It wasn't just another celebrity landing. It was him. Park Jimin, stepping into a moment that no one there would ever forget. And honestly, I don't think anyone was ready. Not even close. You could hear it before you could even see anything. That distant roar, like waves crashing, but louder, sharper, more desperate. Fans pressed against barriers, phones shaking in their hands, voices already breaking, and nothing had even happened yet. Can we talk about that for a second? That anticipation? That kind of silence before chaos, where everyone's holding their breath like, is this really happening right now? Because just hours before this, BTS had wrapped up Tampa. Tampa was already emotional, like unbelievably emotional, but somehow the energy didn't end there. It followed them. It grew. It traveled with them. And El Paso? El Paso was ready to explode. But here's the thing, even if you thought you were prepared, even if you told yourself, okay, I've seen airport videos before, I know what this is gonna be like, no. No, you didn't. Because the moment those doors opened, everything changed. There's this split second, barely even a second, where time feels like it stretches. Security moves first. Staff shifts. Cameras tilt forward. And then, a figure. Soft at first. Almost unreal. And then clearer. Closer. And suddenly, everyone knows. It's him. And I swear to you, the scream that followed? It didn't sound human anymore. It was like emotion tearing out of thousands of people at once. Raw. Unfiltered. Almost painful. Did you feel that too? Even through the screen? Because I did. And Jimin, he steps forward, and for a second, just a second, he pauses. Why did he pause? That's the part that got me. Because it wasn't hesitation. It wasn't confusion. It was like, he felt it. He absorbed it. That energy, that love, that overwhelming wave crashing toward him, and instead of rushing past it, he let it hit him. And then, that smile. You know the one. Soft, but powerful. Gentle, but somehow completely devastating. How does he even do that? How does someone stand in the middle of that chaos, fans screaming, flashes everywhere, people crying, and still look so calm? So present? But wait, that wasn't even the moment that sent everyone over the edge. Because as he starts walking, something small happens. So small that if you blink, you might miss it. He looks up. Not just generally, not just scanning the crowd. He locks eyes with someone. And suddenly, everything becomes personal. You could literally see it, the fan breaking down, hands covering their face, shaking, and Jimin? He doesn't look away immediately. He holds that gaze just a little longer than expected. Why? Why does he do that? Because that's what makes him different. It's not just about performing on stage. It's not just about music. It's about connection. Real, human, almost overwhelming connection. And the crowd feels it. Oh, they feel it. The screams get louder, if that's even possible. People start calling his name, not in unison, but all at once. Jimin. 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 Like 1,000 separate stories trying to reach him at the same time. And you think that's the peak, right? You think, okay, this is it. This is the craziest part. But no. Not even close. Because just when it feels like it can't get more intense, he does something so simple, and yet so powerful. He waves. But not just a quick, polite wave. It's slow. Intentional. Almost like he's saying, I see you. All of you. And the reaction? Absolute chaos. Phones drop. People cry harder. Some fans literally freeze, like their brains can't process what just happened. Can you imagine being there? Like, actually standing there, watching him in real life after everything, the songs, the performances, the nights you spent watching videos, the moments that got you through things no one else even knew about? And suddenly, he's right there. Breathing the same air. Looking back at you. That's what this moment felt like. But then, something shifts again. And this is where it gets even more intense. Because as Jimin continues walking, you can see it on his face, just for a second. A flicker. A tiny change. It's not sadness. It's not exhaustion. It's something deeper. Gratitude. Real, overwhelming gratitude. And it hits you, this isn't just about fans being excited to see him. This is mutual. This is shared. He's feeling it too. After Tampa, after everything they've been through on this Arirang Tour, after pouring so much of himself into every performance, he's still here, still giving, still connecting. And honestly, that's what makes this moment so powerful. Because it's not just noise. It's not just chaos. It's meaning. And just when you think you've seen it all, there's another moment. A tiny one. Almost hidden. He adjusts his jacket, glances back over his shoulder, just briefly, and gives this little nod. Not to security. Not to staff. To the fans. Like a quiet acknowledgement. And it's so subtle, but it hits harder than anything else. Why does something that small feel so big? Because it's real. Because it's him. And as he moves further away, as the distance grows and the crowd keeps reaching, keeps calling, keeps trying to hold on to the moment just a little longer. You can feel it slipping. That feeling. That intensity. That once-in-a-lifetime energy. But at the same time, it doesn't disappear. It lingers. In the air. In the voices. In the hearts of everyone who was there. And maybe even in yours. Because honestly, even now, just thinking about it, it doesn't feel over. It feels like something just started. Like El Paso wasn't just another stop. It was a spark. And if this is what happens at the airport, then what happens when he steps on that stage? What happens when the lights go down, when the music starts, when that same energy explodes all over again, but this time, louder, deeper, even more unstoppable? Because something tells me. This wasn't the moment. Not yet. This was just the beginning of something even bigger, something no one's fully ready for, something that's about to unfold in ways we can't even imagine yet.